Coming up tonight on eFIXX, I cut out some paper, a bald man does some press-ups, why did this dog get electrocuted, and someone's going to win these.
Well, boy, have we got an exciting show for you this evening, and welcome to our live stream. So I want to put this one up. So this is how exciting it is. These are the sort of things you're going to expect to see with us this evening, and we're going to start off by straight away jumping into trying to give stuff away, aren't we, Gordon? So what do we call that thing when we like to give stuff away?
I think we call it Gary's Swap Shop.
Yes, at last we're going to call it Gary's Swap Shop. So that's what we're going to start off with. So remind you of the rules on Gary's Swap Shop. Let's just bring it in first so we can see what we're up to. Here we are, Gary's Swap Shop. Okay. So what we're going to do is I've got for you this evening some of these. Go and model it and I'll bring in the hand cam in a minute. Nearly got him, didn't I? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to ask you, if you want to enter, we're going to ask you in a minute to put a word into the group chat. Okay, and when you put that word into the group chat, it doesn't mean you've won. It means you've entered the competition this evening. We've got 2 of them to give away. We'll have a closer look in a minute. And then at the end of the show, of course, we'll pull 2 names out of the hat. But what you have to do to get hold of one of these is send me something, because it's Swap Shop. So we want you to send us that old coffee mug. Do you remember those? You get them at trade shows, don't you?
Yes, I think we've got plenty around here unless you've broken them.
I probably have broken them. You know, the ones where you screw the lid on, you probably take them to the football match and you screw them on, and within no time they don't grip, do they?
Yeah.
So they leak in your car or you knock them over and all the rest of it. So in order that you can win ours, and we bring the hand camera in now, so let's bring it in. That looks fantastic. What does that sound like, Gordon?
It says, well, a thermos. First off, thermos. Our friends at Thermos sent us these. So yeah, eFIXX works. This works without batteries, Gary.
Without batteries, and that brings me to something else. What did sort of work with batteries?
Well, it was our friends at Thermos saw our review of our friend the MAKITA coffee machine.
Right.
And we had a nondescript flask on the bench, so they decided to make us some eFIXX.
Right. Well, they're really nice. So let's bring back the main camera.
So you could win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
These are a limited edition of 6.
I've got one. You've got one.
Yeah.
Joe's got one. Steve's never getting one, so that's my spare one.
Yeah.
So yeah. So to win this, you need to enter, and to enter, you need to put the word in the chat, thermos. Okay. So we need to put in. Doesn't mean you've won, it means you're entering in, and we will scroll back through at the end of the show and find 2 people's names, and you still haven't won. You've only won the right to send me your old coffee mug that's probably, it'd be nice if they were branded, wouldn't it, with a Crabtree or a...
I was once, last year I was up walking up in the Dales, yeah, and middle of nowhere, I found a Bill switchgear mug.
Right, oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you must have had to have been there to find it funny, obviously, but yeah, great story, Gordon. Okay.
It's one of those brands, remember Bill?
Yeah.
You would, yeah.
Yeah.
At least I remembers Calendar Cable.
Okay, so if you want to enter, put thermos in the chat. We'll pull 2 people at the end. You'll only get 1 sent to you if we receive your old coffee mugs through the post. And how do you find our address, Gordon?
Yes, it's in the description below. There's a link to the sticker swap section, and you'll see the address in there. And yeah, dead easy fun. And people are on it straight away, Gary.
Right, brilliant.
There's thermoses coming in from all over the place. Even America. I've got someone in from Colorado.
Oh, right, okay. That's good. The more the merrier. So last time out, and the people who sent in their useless tools, okay, last time, we got some useless tools sent to us, didn't we?
Have a look.
Yeah. So we'll get a hand cam out. Let's just bring this. I've just got a little overlay in at the moment. I'll just bring that overlay out. So let's have a look on hand cam.
There's no expense spared now. We've even got the box labelled up.
Oh, Gary's Swap Shop.
So we had this in as we asked for a useless tool last week, the worst ever purchase, and someone sent this in.
Never been used, does it?
Well, I think it's for holding screws or something.
Right, okay.
But anyway.
And what have we sent them?
They're getting...
No. What have we sent them?
We haven't sent them anything yet.
Nothing yet. So why have we not sent them anything, Gordon?
Because we said we'd send out a week on cable stripper.
And we will.
And we will, but obviously we had to buy some first.
Okay.
And they were on the naughty list.
Naughty list?
Yeah, I went to our friends at Replenish, which is also Rapid Electronics.
Love them over there, yes.
And you can only get a week on cable stripper if you have an account.
Oh, right, okay.
So I think that was something to do with it being a knife.
But it's not a knife.
Yeah. Well, you could accidentally put it around your finger and twistle it.
Right, okay.
So I flagged this point up, and it's now been removed from the naughty list, so we can we hopefully now can buy some and fulfil our promise.
So they will be coming, and as Mick Dundee said, that's not a knife. Well, it wasn't, was it? So
no,
that was definitely not a
that
knife.
was definitely
not a knife. Okay, so for the Crocodile Dundee fans amongst us. So that's this week. So it's Thermos in the chat. Towards the end of the show, we will be allowing you to send us your coffee mugs. If we get them, we will send back the Thermos eFIXX works without batteries flask, which are really good. So it's not only just a flask pouring into another cup, it's actually got a lovely sculpted lid. Okay, so have a look, lovely sculpted lid. So you can actually drink from it as well. You haven't got to necessarily pour that into another vessel.
No,
yeah, that's really
nice. And it keeps things cold as well, Gary, without batteries.
It does. It keeps things, if you put hot things in, it keeps them hot.
Yep.
If you put cold things in, it keeps them cold. I put a hot coffee in there and a choc ice, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, just be careful, I would suggest, on those. So that's kicked us off. So we've Gary's swap shop's underway. Okay,
Yep.
so we're expecting those coming in. We've got other things to give away today. We're going to be giving away the METREL 3125 BT multifunction tester this evening. So somebody's going to be winning that tonight, and I can see the name on the board over there. So we have chosen a winner. We're also introducing the tool wall, aren't we, behind us?
I've been redecorating, Gary.
Yes, fantastic. So we've got the tool wall as well.
Just a minute, I've still got my...
Oh, right, okay. Well, yeah.
recently redecorating.
Introducing those. But we all start with news and rumours, don't we?
Yes, so news at rooms, but we don't need to tonight because it's time for news at pen.
News at pen. We've got a
Yes,
news
we've
at
got
pen
news
this
at pen,
evening.
so-
Sit back and enjoy the next 4 minutes with Joe Robinson.
Electricians start up charities and takeaway businesses during lockdown. Did somebody say, just cleat? Another example of antisocial streetlights in Wales. This time, pets are in the firing line. And in lighter news, Gary Hayes goes into hiding as he fears reprisals for countyist gaffe. This is the eFIXX News at Penn. Good evening. As lockdown continues to keep many electricians from working full time, many are choosing to use their time to help others or set up alternative businesses. Ian Lane, off of High Barnes, has set up the charity Take One Leave One Sunderland to help homeless people in the local area have access to warm clothes during some of the coldest months of the year, as well as to raise awareness of the plight of homeless people in general. If you're in the area and you'd like to donate some clothing, then check out the Twitter account at Take Sunderland, which actually sounds a bit militant now I say it out loud. Or head to their Facebook page, Take One, Leave One Sunderland. Elsewhere in the country, Craig Smith, off of Morley, another electrician looking to fill their downtime, has started Morley Eats, part of the Local Eats franchise. Morley Eats offers significant discounts at local takeaways and takes a smaller payment per order than Giants Just Eat. Mr. Smith reports that there are over 500 people registered to his service and it's growing all the time. He's even used some of his newfound profits to sponsor repairs to his local cricket team's grounds, or as they would say in the area, local cricket team's grounds. It's okay, I'm from the north. Mr. Smith also says that he's hoping he won't have to be an electrician, although we at eFIXX can't begin to imagine why he'd want to get out of the greatest trade in the world. Please feel free not to tell us why that is in the comments below. Our second main story tonight relates once again to misbehaving streetlights in Wales, although this time the Internet of Things is not to be blamed, and it seems the streetlight in question may have been set up. Actually, it was a telegraph pole, but calling it a streetlight kind of gave it continuity from the last news at Penn. Innocent dogs in the town of Tonteg were receiving electric shocks as they went past a certain place during walkies. These were severe enough to leave at least one of the dogs in need of medical attention, although he later made a good recovery and is back to his usual status, described by his owner as being a good boy, who's a good boy, you're a good boy, yes you are, you're a good boy. It turns out the lamppost under suspicion was not at fault, but rather the house adjoining, which had faulty internal wiring. Western Power acted quickly to disconnect the property, leaving the street safe for our four-legged friends once more, effectively placing the house under house arrest. Which sounds like a problem for the philosophers to me. And finally, in lighter news, eFIXX editor Gary Hayes has gone into hiding following a recent ill-advised comment, and if you have small children listening, they may find this next part distressing. The aspiring MAKITA model suggested that the counties of Yorkshire and Lancashire were the same in a recent video release on YouTube, stating, "It's just all one great big area of people wearing caps that are rather flat in their presentation." Mr Hayes' comments have threatened to reignite the decades-old rivalry between the two counties, with only current lockdown measures keeping the two factions from engaging in some pretty serious grumbling into their pints down at the local. The rest of the team at eFIXX would like to distance themselves from the incendiary comments, with publisher Gordon Routledge stating, "We have nothing but respect for the people of our most beautiful northern county, while those from the wrong side of the Pennines should quite frankly be grateful they were mentioned in the same breath." Yeah, Gordon, mate, seriously, that's not going to help, pal. I myself, having lived in both counties, would like to offer my services as a peacekeeping diplomatic ambassador to the county councils of the two factions. I've been Joe Robinson, and this has been the news at Penn. Good night.
You're popular, Gary, aren't you? It's been upsetting lots of people over the last few weeks. There was the students working hard doing the night school courses. You upset them. There was, obviously people who live in Lancashire or Yorkshire. Obviously nowhere best to live. Yeah, you upset them. It's not been a good week. And then earlier this week, upset all those poor data installers, didn't you? Doing a bit of data work. They're tetchy. You see that? You believe that? Yeah. So I think we're going to have to send you to Coventry, Gary.
Coventry? Fantastic. If you send me to Coventry, I can pop in to see David Savoury, who lives in Royal Leamington Spa, which is Coventry, isn't it? So everyone who lives in Royal Leamington Spa goes, I live in Coventry. So that'd be fine. I'll go and see him in Coventry. That's great. Yeah,
we'll send you Gary's home address if you want to take issue with this geography.
It's all the same. We've had a few shout outs to give out, and we people regulars on the live stream.
So Richard Gaunt is on, Gary. So we'll see how Richard gets on in terms of where he stays on the challenge wall.
Oh that's got a challenge wall tonight, Richard. We'll see if you hold your second place.
Yeah, Richard, it was a great interview. That's got loads of comments actually, and I think we'll be doing some follow up on stuff like that, isn't it? Because there's obviously lots of people ask us all the time, don't they, about different routes into the electrical industry. Yeah, and obviously now, from Gary upsetting all the data installers earlier on in the week, they'll be wanting to know a route into the electrical industry now.
No doubt. Yeah, so give us some shout outs.
Got that Dr. Electric.
Dr. Electric, yes.
Sean the Sparky, Ed Price.
He made
Alex
it.
Green, Cable Smith Electrical, regular commentator. Daddy B, regular winner there. On
serial winner.
Youssef.
Oh, right, okay, yes.
Yeah, we'll get round to that Draper review eventually, Gary. Yes, you know we will. Dipsy, Daddy B, we mentioned Anthony O'Connor, also that's new. Paul Tipton is a regular. Crumpers, there we go. All there. John Howard, a regular. Ben Everson, who wants that large Wago, Gary?
Oh, this large Wago down here. Let's have a look at Ancam. Yeah. It's let's just get it in.
It's the new 221 for 240mm cables.
There it is. Just have a quick look at it. There it is. That one there.
No, not that one.
No, what this? And that is mine, folks. As long as that doesn't get broken, at some point, that's coming home with me. So yes, that is lovely, and they work as well. The old levers work. Yeah. Look at that. Fantastic.
We've even got a Richard Brook on, Gary.
Who's Richard Brook? That sounds familiar.
Did we see Richard earlier today?
Yes, I did. Yeah, we had some fun with Richard, didn't we? So that segues us nicely, I think, into the Electricians Challenge. Okay, are we going to have an Electricians Challenge next?
As we sit back and relax, Electricians, look at this. We've got a special beer this week now.
Where did we get it from?
We got it from our favourite Indian takeaway.
Mastabs, and again, he's still running it. He's extended it for us. All meals that you book and sit in, and use the discount code 51eFIXX, okay, all next week, you get 51% off your sitting meals. You get a standard 10% discount for all takeaways. So thank you very much for Mastabs again for running that over for another week. We'll try and get another week out of them.
I somehow suspect he's emptying the cellar. Yeah. I've never seen this beer before.
And we've had different ones every time, so he's working us down and out the door.
This must be for celebration. So let's celebrate by watching
Richard Brook.
So it's time for another Electricians Challenge, and it's great to bring somebody back who's no stranger to the eFIXX channel. It's Richard Brook, sockets inventor and Dragon's Den star.
Hello, Gordon.
Hello, Richard. How are you?
Great, fine. Good to see you.
Good, yes.
Don't get out much in lockdown these days, so keep us distance.
Yeah, well, you've managed to get from one side of Yorkshire to the other.
Yeah, I nearly got a nosebleed coming up at 6:06, but we're okay. Unlike Gary coming up from down south where he needs his passport, but yeah.
Yeah, he's upset a lot of people, Gary, these days. But, yeah, so you obviously thought you were coming along to tell us about your new product, the splates, but obviously we'll load you here under false pretences to have a go at the challenge.
When you said bring your screwdriver, I thought you were joking.
Yeah.
It's a famous shaky screwdriver off the TV.
Yeah, and probably the oldest set of tools we've had
Hey!
on the challenge wall.
I thought I'd dig them out of retirement and dust them off a bit and see if they still work.
So how's life been since Dragon's Den?
Great. Sales are going great. The new products are going great. We've been delayed with lockdown. Everything's about 12 months behind, you know. It should have been April last year when all the new products coming out. It's going to be April this year when the next lot of products coming out. Splits we squeezed out now, which were great. We had a lot of demand from electricians who'd purchase them knowing they weren't out yet, but as soon as they're out, we're going to ship them off and box them out. So they've gone, and we'll hopefully get the feedback from them electricians shortly, you know.
Okay, now Richard's kindly dropped us some splates off. We've had a little bit of a play around. If you don't know what the splates is, yeah, it's to help you protect your back box during the plastering phase.
Yeah, when you've done your first fixed installation, it's just to protect your cables from getting plaster in there, because a lot of electricians I've seen online recently, Instagram, 15 to 10 minutes cleaning the plaster out your back box. So it's to help the electrician keep the first fixed installation clean, but also it's got the unique feature of the marking pins. So that allows a plasterer to mark the plaster board to cut it out. So it means they don't have to measure, saving time and money for the plasterer as well as the electrician.
Yeah, no, it's good. So we're going to have a full review coming out on this on the channel soon. Now Richard's dropped us off. I think Gary wants to try his hand at a bit of plastering. So we'll see how that goes. So watch out for that.
Angry plasterer.
Yeah, but Richard, you are an electrician by trade, aren't you?
Oh yeah. 1988 I started my apprentice, yeah. So I haven't been on the tools for quite a long time, you know. But we'll see if I've still got the skills.
Yeah, well, let's see how you got on the challenge wall. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, this is a first. Warming up.
Look at that, hand clap as well. Whoa, fantastic. Come on, Rich, let's do it. Let's do it for the old timers, the baldies and all the rest of it. Here we go. So he's off and running.
He's off. That was a quick start.
Look at the guns on him, though. You wouldn't say it to his face. Would you look at them arms?
Oh, Sparky Loon's appeared. How did he get in there?
Having a little kip.
Yeah, that fella turns up everywhere. Right, he's going in for the cables.
Right, okay, this is the moment, isn't it? This is, you know, whether you're going to get a good time or not at this stage.
He had some struggles with this earlier in the session.
You do get a couple of practice goes. We take the best time, so let's see how we're doing. This is his best time. Look at
watch for those outtakes.
Yeah.
Oh, straight through. It wasn't like that earlier, was it, Richard?
We had the colours coming up individually. Wow, are they the longest eyebrows we've ever seen?
Oh, Dennis Healy's back.
I think he'd comb them over and almost suggest he's got a full head of hair there. So what are we doing now? So he's always back in. Oh my word!
That. Wow, there's a well-worn tool. That's got some battle damage. Look at the speed. Whoa.
Looks like a mini T-Rex. Wow, that's the way to do it. I think we could be on for a record-breaking time here. Craig Gifford, start worrying now. Yeah, I'm going to say. Yeah, well, CPC's him. Here we go. He had a bit of trouble with this earlier, didn't he? He was debating which bar to put it in or in the RCBO,
yeah, well,
but we're on it now, aren't we?
RCBO's not in Richard's time when he was on the tools. It's a new innovation.
The old fuse wire, I would imagine, was his go-to overcurrent protection device. He did do a lot of talking. We had to mute him out. Not all the words were usable, were they, Gordon?
No, it's not a man who's short of words as Richard.
No. He popped in for 10 minutes. That was 4.5 hours ago. So here we go. So that's the board done. So,
right, back down. Yeah, this is good time. This is good.
Where's his tool? Here it is, T-Rex.
Out again. You see how he kept it in his pocket there as well?
Yeah.
He goes down the pub with that.
Yeah, the only thing then is keeps his hands in his pockets. He never goes near that bar, does he? So here we go. This is brilliant. Now, here we go. Wow.
Find out where you got that from.
This could be great. This is on it. Here we go. What are we up to now? Oh, socket out. We had a problem with this earlier on. He was debating and looking at terminals, weren't he? All sorts of things.
Yeah.
So come on, Rich. Dragon's Den, all the rest of it.
Yeah. Could be Deborah Meaden in there next time.
Young Deborah. So in we go. So No, I think this is a bit, it's
Getting a bit of perfection here.
wasted a bit of time there. Craig's time might be in jeopardy. Here we go. So a couple of terminations and put the front back on. We're done. Now, what's he done with the screws, Gordon? Are they on the top?
He has, yeah, he's gone for he's picked up a top tip there, leave the screws on the top. There's even a brush there for clean up afterwards, Gary.
It wasn't a hairbrush. I doubt he's seen a hairbrush in a long time, as our Richard, has he? Yeah, it's one thing you won't get him for Christmas. No Father's Day hairbrush coming to you, Rich.
Yeah,
we're nearly there.
Look at this, look how he keeps that other screw in with his hand. You see that? Top tip there.
Big hand as well, isn't it? Here we go. So we're nearly done. Boom.
Well, Richard, that's the first time I've had anyone actually do press-ups when they turn up to do this.
I didn't even know you were filming when I did the press-ups. It was that cold in here, Gordon. I had to get warmed up.
He's from Yorkshire, somehow he expects us to buy heating when we're here. Well,
It's
Richard,
about -2 in here.
talk to Gary, he's got a heated jacket. So how do you think you got on?
Well, looking at the alt scores, I'd like to think I did it under 4 minutes. Under 3 minutes, very doubtful. You know, I haven't used my screwdriver for about 6 months, so...
Yeah. I mean, you're trapped in two worlds here, because you've obviously got Aaron Walster, who's another manufacturer, but who isn't actually an electrician, or he doesn't claim to be an electrician.
Craig Gifford's an electrician on the tools every day, so he'll be fast as anything with his screwdriver. Wow. I'd like to think mid 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes would be nice, but, you know, that's in the real world. I'd like it. Under 4 minutes would be nice, but I don't think so, but let's see.
Richard Brook, you did this in 3 minutes, 53 seconds.
Under 4 minutes.
I'm going to have to shuffle a few people down now. So yeah, you're the let's have a think. And
in sub-zero weather conditions as well.
with ancient tools. So we'll see you again soon for another Electricians Challenge.
Yeah.
That was fun. We had a lot of fun with Richard today, and he's got some great products coming out soon. People have asked when's his downlight shield coming out. That's the next one, I think, after the splate. So we've got another interview with Richard coming out soon. I think we're going to put that on LinkedIn.
Yes, so we've done a Meet the Manufacturer.
Yeah.
A new series of videos coming out on LinkedIn. So just there, I've put it up on the board there, Luden's Electricians Challenge. So anyone can do it. So I have to be careful with my words now. You don't have to be an electrician to do it, okay? So it doesn't matter if you've been to college. So so all we need to do is contact us in the usual ways. Maybe go onto the website, find our details, do it through social media. And if you're really, really keen, I'd hound us a little bit, because we might miss something on Instagram, we might miss something on our Facebook page or Twitter, or direct emails via the website. So just persevere and be a bit persistent if you want to come along and obviously tackle the Electricians Challenge. And we'd love to have you along with you. And as the world unfolds a little bit, maybe
we'll have a massive celebration at Next House. We're going to have multiple, believe it or not, but hopefully, as we come out of these challenging times.
Yes, we'll call it challenging times.
And obviously, who wouldn't want to knock the secret millionaire off the top spot? Because he's just kept it.
And again, I've got to apologise here, because obviously, because of these difficult times, we only did a couple of people in 2020. And we made an executive decision last week, didn't we? That we really ought to give a prize to the person that was top of the leaderboard in 2020. And we knew Al Craig would love a DEWALT cable stapler. So we looked into it again, didn't we? And unfortunately, I went on Instagram and there the secret millionaire had already picked one up. So sorry, Craig, we were going to send you one, but no point now. So.
No, he's missed it. Yeah.
So unlucky. So we rolled it over. So we're into 2021. The leaderboard's starting to fill up. We'll try and do as many of these as we can as the weeks go on. And we thank our good friends at Luden for their support on the Electricians Challenge Award.
Yeah, it's good. Always good fun.
Right. Okay. So we're getting close now, because we're going to give away the METREL 3125 BT multifunction tester.
What's that BT for, Gary?
The Bluetooth, or as I did my 11-minute review without mentioning what the BT stands for. I did
Why did you avoid the Bluetooth, Gary?
Because you weren't here.
Yeah, but what else don't you like?
Apps.
Apps, yeah.
No, I wasn't. But when we did it, it was really easy with you holding my hand. So that's going to be given away today. And just remind us how, because we're going to give you another chance to do a survey to win some more prizes as well if you haven't won this one.
It's a new feature, so our new cable tray wallpaper behind us. That's it doesn't come on a roll.
Great, so let's have a look while you're doing that. So so there we have it. So that is what we're going to call this.
So this is the tool wall.
Sorry, say that again.
The tool wall.
I thought you said cool.
No, not tool. You're thinking of the wrong show.
Ah, yeah, there
and
was another
anyone
show.
will remember there used to be some sort of automotive show that used to have the cool wall.
Wow.
And
they nicked our idea for the tool wall, did they?
Yeah, so you know us, we like to yeah, we like to borrow a format from other television shows, and we're going to do the same on tools. And yeah, so hundreds of people have filled in our tool wall survey,
which is
and
fantastic.
we're going to run through some of the tools that were in that tonight, and we're going to position them on the wall behind us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're going from what to what? So 0 to 10?
Yeah, well, just
1 to 10?
bring in this camera.
Right,
Give
okay,
us
go
a
on,
angle. No,
right, the other one. You want to stand up? Okay, go on in. So
yeah,
we're in.
So it works like, yes, this wall's magnetic. At this end, if the tool's an absolute gimmick,
Right.
yeah,
Yep.
and it could be, yeah, if it's a totally useless gimmick, it'll go down in this corner.
Right.
If it's just a gimmick, it goes up here. Moving all the way over to, if it goes to 11 and it's an absolutely fantastic tool,
Yep.
it goes here. And so if it's
Right,
yeah,
okay.
fantastic but not used, well, an essential, it goes up here.
So let me get it right then. So if it's an absolute gimmick, you won't be able to see it, be down in that bottom corner.
Yeah.
If it's an absolute 11,
Yeah,
so it goes to 11, it'll go up there where I can't reach it.
yeah.
Fantastic. So
Yeah.
I'll take it
Or
right.
if,
Short
it's
man's
or if
doing
we
this.
disagree,
Ah.
it'll go up there somewhere.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Go on, the
So
still
let's,
good.
let's have a look at the first one just to get us into the habit.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
so come
Now
back
I
to-
spotted something.
Back to main cam.
Now, you might want to bring. No, you might, one of the ones in there was this Weeha hammer.
Right, let's have a look then. So I can't believe we have something called an electrician's hammer.
Yeah.
Any hammer an electrician buys and put it in his toolbox is an electrician's hammer.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so what's so special about that?
Well, it's an electrician's hammer.
Right.
And yeah, well, it's an electrician's hammer.
Right, okay.
But what we've noticed a lot with tools, we're really struggling with at the minute is actually sometimes it's not quite immediately obvious who originally made the tool, or do they sort of sell them to other people to sell? And a great example of this Weeha electrician's hammer that's available in Screwfix. There's a Weeha one for £29.99.
Right.
But it's also available as Hultafors.
Okay, and it's a brand I probably haven't heard of that might be massive is a tenner more.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, so, yeah.
So I don't know what's going on in the world of tools, whether people just have to fill their range up with something. Oh, we don't make an electrician's hammer, so we'll have to buy one in from somebody else.
I can't believe that. Electrician screwdriver I get, electrician's hammer, I'm going to have to do a tool review perhaps to find out what makes it an electrician's hammer.
Yeah, and we haven't reviewed this one yet, but we'll see.
We'll get round to it, won't we?
Mixed opinions on it.
One
yeah.
end's heavy, one's got a grip. There you
Ooh.
go. Thank you very much for watching. Okay.
So let's go over to the tool wall.
So we did this based on people's feedback. The
Yeah.
survey is still alive. We're only going to do, I think, about 5 of them this evening.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to position 5 on the tool wall, not to be confused with the
Cool wall.
cool wall. Okay, on the tool wall this evening, and based on your feedback. However, because the survey's still live, if somebody comes in with a better or a worse argument, we can move these around. They don't
Oh
stick.
yeah, well we'll be moving this around all the time, and sometimes we'll have a different opinion as we get used to using some of these tools.
Yeah, and also there might be some penalisation points if we find the tool appears in maybe a different colour and then another different colour, as many manufacturers use the same, perhaps factory somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
Yes, which we're finding a lot of.
And it's £10 more in Screwfix.
Right, okay, back to the other cam now, so we'll go
Yeah,
across.
so where do we put?
Hang on,
What are you doing? You've gone over there?
I'm noisily moving stuff that nobody will notice in the background. Yeah, okay. Right, what are we starting with?
Well, we'll start with a hammer.
Hammer, okay. Where are we putting that? It's an electrician's hammer.
Well, we haven't. No, I think it's middle ground. But people like that hammer.
Feedback, and you said that this end of the hammer here can be used.
Yeah. Apparently, you can knock things in with that. The soft face, as they call it.
Okay.
Which I was struggling with.
So if it goes in this middle section, you're probably going to need it.
Yeah, I think it's
But-
kind of
but
useful, middle of the road, Gary.
So useful, middle of the road. I like that.
Yeah.
Something quite satisfying about that. What are we going for next? Excite me with the
It's
next
your
one.
favourite.
Favourite?
The
11
Makita
then?
coffee bucket.
I can't get it any lower. Hang on.
Gary's not a fan of
The
the
Makita coffee maker. Check
Yeah.
out my review. It was #1 on Google for a while, and I think Google's worked out it's not a very pleasant review. Okay,
yeah.
so if you want to make 1 cup of coffee a day, okay, I recommend that you go after the Makita coffee maker for that one. It's an absolute gimmick. Now, for me to move that,
Yeah.
it's going to have to be an absolute joke tool. Feel free, nominate them to us in the usual way.
Yeah. But don't forget, put thermos in the comments because you could win the
Yes.
thermos that you think is better than that.
Yes, this
And
is better.
someone
It doesn't
will,
need any batteries. It keeps things hot, keeps things cold. Trick though,
Yeah.
don't put them both in at the same time.
Okay, so next one, Gary,
I'm
is
going
the Knipex Cobalt cutters, yeah,
Wow.
which I'll chip in here.
No, that's a 10.
Yeah, I've missed that tool. We gave it away, so we only had one, and we messed up there, didn't we? So we gave it away, but I think that's a great.
Well, yeah. So let me, can I have my opinion? I agree. We miss it.
There you go.
When we got it, and we're like, we're going to do a tool review. What are we going for, Gordon? We're going for a bolt cut. Wow, that's going to be a really long video. Brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it does exactly what it says on the tin and more. And it does piano wire.
Yeah,
Check out the review.
For those piano tuners out there.
So I agree with that. So that we're ranked 8 out of 10. But the feedback we got from the people who leave written feedback, the scores are great, but it's the written feedback that helps us.
Yeah.
They also said the people who bought it thought it was really good as well. Didn't they?
Some people said don't buy the springy version if you do a lot of work outside because that can go a bit rusty.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, that's why in 11 then didn't go to 11, did it?
Okay, I'll flip it down.
Yeah, that's a 9.5 there, rusty handle now.
Yeah. Okay, next one, Gary. Ooh. So this is a product we liked at first, the WeHa lift up.
I thought it was a Speedy. I had a quick look now that it's a Speedy.
We'll come back to Speedy in another week.
I might have to move it.
Huh? Speedy device. Well, I like the Speedy.
So what is it? The lift up
It's
screwdriver?
the lift up. It's the one with the things in the handle.
I love a pouch.
Yeah. Now we liked this at first.
You did.
Yeah. No, I think you did as well.
I like a pouch.
Yeah. But as it's gone on.
What's happened to it? First one. Do the first one.
Well, we destroyed that one.
Yeah, so what happened was the lift-up mechanism kept popping up, and people have said this in the feedback.
Yes.
So every time I went to screw something up, it just jettisoned the back section out.
Yeah, it did.
So we got rid of that one, and we had a brand new one that we bought.
Yeah.
What happened to that one?
You ripped the sides off it.
I broke it. Yes.
Yeah.
The catching clip flew off, and that was gone, so that didn't hold in. Now, we had that, didn't we? You want to take a little look at that? Let's have a look at this.
Now this is nothing to do with this tool. So this is the standard WeHa bits you get in lots of their screwdriver sets.
And who did that?
I think you did that, Gary.
Yeah, we're up against it when I've got tools. I put that into our MAKITA drill, didn't I? Because I wanted to use it, and I wrecked that one as well. That was at the lift up though. I wrecked the lift up one.
So you found a use for them, and it'll never be used in a WeHa screwdriver again. So yeah, so this one it's for the desktop electrician, should I say?
The occasional electrician.
Yeah, someone who likes to get out now and again and do a bit of work. Well, I wouldn't, it's
so 2.5.
A little bit. Yeah, okay. We'll see. If you disagree, then fire in some some comments below. Okay. Next up, it's the Ideal Industries T&E stripper.
Love it.
So this is another one of those tools. Yeah. Have we seen it somewhere before?
I've seen it everywhere before.
Yeah.
Where have you seen it?
Well, I've seen that NIPEX do a version of it.
They do. Who else does one?
CK do a version of it.
Who else does one?
Charities do a version of it.
Quick Wire do a version of one. Yeah, everyone does one, don't they?
So it's the T&E stripper. But we have tried this one from Ideal Industries.
Yes.
And we think it's quite good.
Yeah.
But we've only used about 3 months. And Gary's done a few downlights.
Yeah, and on downlights, brilliant. I think, it's de-skilled the downlights. It's so easy, which is great. You're just so quick with them. 2.5's a bit. It's not as good. Yeah, okay, it says he goes at a 2.5, but it can struggle a bit. So are we thinking, I still like it, and I love it on downlight, so we're going to come in this section. It's got to be better than a hammer.
Yeah, okay, it can be a bit better than a hammer. I'll shift it over here. Yeah. And we'll see how the feedback goes on that one.
Okay, yeah, and over time. So if you've gone out and bought one based on a review, and it's brilliant in 6 months' time, let us know. It's brilliant. Just keep us up to date, or maybe something else. Yeah.
Okay. How long do the blades last?
Yeah, that's what I'd ask.
Yeah.
And can you get any replacements?
So the last one for this week, Gary, is your favourite.
Oh, my tool of the year.
Yeah. Oh, so you're going straight up there.
Well, I would.
Yeah.
This is the Ideal Industries FT45 RJ45 crimping tool. Yes.
Yeah. However, people have said, obviously, it's quite expensive.
It is.
It's a £50 piece of kit.
But it's brilliant. And we've almost got that phrase in with the occasional crimper. So, of course, if you only do RJ45s now and again, I think 50 notes is probably a bit strong in it.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably go to that well-known online retailer that does
one for £8.
Yeah, and you could get next day free delivery with that product, and you'd get one for £8.
You would.
After you've used it, you'd probably wish you had one of those.
When you've had a go with one of those, I agree with that. I mean, so I think it's a great tool because it wouldn't be my tool of the year otherwise. So we can. Yeah.
Well, it's not quite 11.
No, but 11's up there, isn't it? That's probably a good 8, isn't it?
Okay.
7, 8. Okay, so
it is a good. I mean, yeah, it is good.
It's really good,
and you would probably pay for it if you do enough crimps to justify it.
I loved it.
But obviously, Gary, are you an electrician?
Well, are you?
Yeah.
We're not having that debate.
Well, according to people on that video, you shouldn't be going anywhere near data cabling.
And I'd just like to say for people who are only data installers, please don't go anywhere near anything electric. That hurts when that goes wrong. I'm not meant any data cables yet. Give me a tingle of you. Yeah. Okay, so this is the tool wall. Okay,
Yes.
not to be confused with
At the cool wall.
the cool wall. It's nothing like the cool wall. We have got magnetic, so we can move them around and all the rest of it. I know you may have seen it somewhere before, but it's the tool wall, brand new idea from us here at eFIXX, along with Gary's Swap Shop, along with the tool from above. We don't steal ideas from anyone, okay?
No, Family Fortune's next.
So we've got to give it away. So this is the METREL MFT, let me get it right, 3125 BT. BT stands for Bluetooth, okay? We're going to give that away, and someone's won that by simply entering the survey, and we're going to tell you how to enter another competition with a survey in order to win other prizes in a minute. Who's won it?
So, the person who won this, selected at random from the hundreds of entries, was Michael Kinsman.
Well done. He's in Scotland,
He
that
is
right?
in Scotland, so we will be in touch with him to find out where his exact address in Scotland is. And that's on the way to him. That's,
Okay,
that's it.
fantastic prize. Do we know whether he was an apprentice electrician or
No, we don't on that. So,
serial competition enterer?
data cable installer.
Yeah, we'll send him.
Yeah.
We'll send him that £8 one we've got. Yeah, so well done, Michael, for winning that. So that's brilliant.
That's
so all we
it.
have to do is enter. Okay, let's come back. Let's come back. So another competition.
Oh, well, now we've got to get rid of your, Gary's Swap Shop. I've
Okay,
moved
yeah.
it. The chair's moved.
Yeah, you got to get just go away. Thank you very much.
Ooh, dear.
Okay.
I've been over
Could have
that.
lifted it. So we're on main cam. So yeah, so we've got two more to give away before we enter another big competition. Not suggesting that I'm pleased to own one of these. Yeah, okay. I won't be using one. I don't think I'll be using Steve's that he ain't getting.
Yeah.
Okay, breaking news, Steve. There wasn't one for you. Okay, so go through and pick me some names. Two people that can only win when they send me their coffee cup. Remember, and you have to put thermos.
Yeah, there is one more way people can win tonight.
We've got
Not through us.
No, but that's what I said. Well,
You
I have
come up-
mentioned it, yeah.
right, okay.
You've got to
Well,
listen to what I'm saying,
so-
Gordon.
well,
There is
just-
another one to win at the end as well, big prize.
Well, we don't know.
No.
Right, let's have a look.
Could've-
People on
could've fudged
thermos, I'm just whizzing through here.
Whiz them through. Let's find them. So please go on, if you haven't already done it, and do the survey. Sticker swaps on there as well if you want to send us your stickers, and we can send some stickers back out to you. Go on to the website, efixx.co.uk. Let's bring it up so you can see it. So here it is. I've got a nice fancy graphic. There it is, efixx.co.uk. If you go on there, remember you've got the section in the know-how section where you can do free CPDs accredited by CPD. And each one of those modules that you complete when you print the certificate off is worth 1 hour of continued professional development. We have currently got, is it 8 on there? So they're going to be on all the time. Joe's currently working on a new series of those, not just one. He's working on a set of those as we speak now. So keep going back on there and checking it's up to date. As well as the eFIXX Apprentice Hub, if you're currently training to be an electrician. We've got the eFIXX Apprentice Hub. We've got 18th edition questions if you're going back to college just to brush up on the learning required in our industry. Some great stuff on there as well to check out. Have we got some names, Gordon?
Getting there, okay. So
Okay.
first one is Josh Robinson.
Josh Robinson, you haven't won anything yet, Josh, because we're having about a 50% hit rate at the minute, even though somebody sent in very late their voltage indicator today, didn't they?
Yeah.
So, Josh, if you send me your coffee cup here to eFIXX Lineside Studios, the address is on the website, okay? Please also leave your address inside the packaging you send us. So again, if I get something from you, Josh, and not your address, it becomes very tricky to send it to Josh somewhere in the UK.
Yeah.
So again, Josh.
Unless you're really famous. Which,
Yeah, what? Yeah, how many famous just known as Joshes do we know? Okay. So Josh, yes, well done. You've won the chance to win one of these. All you need to do is send me your coffee cup to here, Lineside Studios. Check the website for our address, and then please leave your address inside.
and it'll go in there.
Yep. We can't. That's Steve's. That's my spare one, Steve. Okay. One more person. So
One
run
more
through
person.
again.
I found
I'll just put-
Sparky Clark.
Sparky Clark. That's a
Yeah.
new one.
Which is a new name for us, so yeah, that's another
Sparky Clark.
film. You have to do the same thing, sell in your old copies. Never mind age 65. You put
Who put that up?
God,
I don't know, man. These things just happen at times, don't they? You know, it's one of them, isn't it?
And if you haven't checked out the video where Gary is modelling the MAKITA jacket, you're going to be modelling anything this week, Gary?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you might be modelling a fat lip next time we come on camera. Yeah, okay. So again, please send in your old coffee cup container. Name, please, again, of the last person that won. What was her name? See, I've caught you out. Sparky, someone. Come
Sparky
on.
Clark.
Sparky Clark. So again, name and address in there in the packaging as well for us. Okay, so we can send back. the thermos eFIXX flask that doesn't require batteries. But then you can still win something. What's the new thing people have to do to win stuff?
There is our friends at KNIGHTSBRIDGE. There is a link to a survey in the description below on the video. It's already there. If you fill that in, you could win a whole host of goodies from them. There's a MAKITA drill in there. There's all sorts.
Okay, any restrictions?
Just fill the survey in.
Fill the survey in. So again, we've given you that option in the link below. We've got some more stuff to give away in 2 weeks' time. So Gary's Swap Shop will be back, and that's a fantastic donation by our good friend Richard Brook, who took on the Electricians Challenge this evening, our Luden wall that he did. Yeah. So that'll be given away in Gary's Swap Shop. What else have we got coming up next week?
We've got loads of videos we're trying to get out. We're just waiting for approval on.
Yes, we are.
We've got Siri. We've got Siri to switch on the heating that we don't have.
Okay, yes. Yeah, be careful when you're saying words like that.
Yep.
People in that, don't say, hey Google or anything like that. Yeah, Alexa. That's the last thing you want to say when you're obviously on the YouTube.
Yep.
Okay.
And what we've got? Oh, we've built a smart wall. We've got
We'll be back with the tool wall. The tool wall. We've got 5 more tools down there. We've got 6 more. No, yeah, 6.
Yes,
we've got the rockets. We've got the Weehar. Oh, what's that thing down? Is that Speedy 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Speedy 2 to have a quick look at. We've got is that the Preki strippers down there?
I'll put a link in the description.
Is that the Preki strippers?
That's the Preki strippers down there as well.
I love them.
Yeah,
okay, so again, people who've won prizes already, they will get to you. We're waiting on the cable strippers from Wecon to arrive here so we can send those out and again get your coffee mugs in. So I think that's us just about wrapped up for the evening.
It is.
As always, we thank you for joining us. We will be back, all things equal, won't we?
Yeah.
In 2 weeks' time, 8 o'clock in 2 weeks' time on the Wednesday, where we'll be back with Gary's Swap Shop and loads of other great stuff, including, is it the tool or cool wall?
Tool wall.
The tool wall. We'll be back with that as well. Thank you very much for watching.